Lawmakers and leaders in Virginia are also still investigating how thousands of cars piled up in an icy traffic jam that lasted for miles. Take a look there. Eventually, that road reopened, though, but it left many wondering how certain drivers made it out alive. Let's bring in now Chief Transportation Correspondent Hawker Vanguard. Hawker, that pileup that we just saw in that video there, one of the worst in Virginia history, right?
Yeah, worst in Virginia history and quite possibly around the world. This is what it looked like for almost an entire day in Virginia along the I-95 corridor, and that's in a very busy spot of that highway. If you've ever driven between the Richmond area and Washington, D.C., it was not a pretty sight, but it left a lot of drivers wondering what would have happened if you were in an electric car. But to recap on that traffic jam itself, it was more than 40 miles long, hundreds if not thousands were stranded, and it was more than 24 hours. So it was a very stark event to happen. So what would have happened if you were behind the wheel of an electric vehicle when you were stuck there? Well, you wouldn't have fared very well. And I speak from experience as an electric vehicle owner myself. If you don't do a good job plugging in your phone, you're not going to have a good time with your EV. So the one reason that is because those batteries do not fare well under extremely cold conditions, just due to chemistry, physics, and how those batteries are built right now. So in cold weather situations, you reduce the range by 10 to 20% just in a normal situation, not to mention the snow. The use of climate control, so just using heated seats or maybe even the heater in your car, which was absolutely necessary then, that reduces it further by 40%. So let's crunch the numbers now for our gas vehicle friends. If you had a Ford Explorer, 3.5 liter engine, right, which most people who were driving out there that day had a gas engine. We're going to multiply the displacement of that engine, which is 3.5 liters, by a coefficient of 0.6. So that's going to get us an idle time of about 2.1 liters an hour. So that's how much fuel you would be burning per hour. Now, that all comes out to about 33 hours worth of time you could have on a full tank of gas. So there's no doubt that right now gas is the way to go for this situation, and those EV drivers might not have fared so well.
And Hawker, of course, in an emergency electric vehicle, they can really get a boost of power from mobile batteries, like when we saw in that traffic backup there provided by the Department of Transportation or AAA trucks. But in this case, when you look at that traffic jam, you need continuous power to run the heater or other systems, right? How easy is it to find a charger in that situation?
I'm glad you asked that. So let's look at the I-95 corridor here where that incident happened, and we're looking at this stretch right here between these two orange points, and you don't see that there's a lot. These green ones are kind of shared units, so they're not going to be something that you can rely on. But these chargers are sporadically spread out. You don't have them as much as you need to with the fast ones. But let's look here in Charlotte, in our area. We have the same type of situation along I-40, Statesville North, and this is Charlotte down here, and we have the same issue heading towards Greensboro. So we're not out of the woods either here in North Carolina if we were to have that type of situation happen. But looking forward, the Biden administration promises we're going to have 500,000 stations sometime soon, with $2.5 billion, guys, up for grabs for rural chargers.
All good information there.
Queen City News.
All right. Thank you so much, Hawker, for that great information.